the center of the zone.
And something to go ahead and point out is that LHW and CPT go pretty much to the same area, right? They go to the same South Island. We know LHW is going to go ahead and go noble. CPT is going to go ahead and go military. Now, LHW needs to make sure that CPT doesn't keep getting these wins. If not, second place is not going to be anywhere near them, and they're going to go ahead and end up in third place, and they might have to start worrying about GTW. And they're an interesting spot here as RRQ Athena is landing in Pochinki, but there is another squad playing Devil's Advocate. They're saying,
Finally.
hey, yeah.
Finally, we're seeing them mix it up a little bit. These guys have decided, you know what, we're ditching our Watertown drop location, and we are going to have some fun at this point. Let's mix it up. Let's go after the top dogs. I got to tip my hat to Team BRK here. A little nod of respect for them for mixing it up and trying something new.
I definitely love that. I'm pretty sure they want to go ahead and make a name out of themselves, especially after that round. And look at this, RRQ Athena with now 4,600 points, and CPT slowly but surely starting to crawl up there with 3,885 points.
Noticeable gap here between third and fourth. Now almost 400 points between LHW and GTW, which just last game, they were almost
we know we didn't do that good in the whole tournament overall, but we can actually go ahead and take out the top team for right now.
Could be a little bit interesting. I like the crossbow in the back of one of the players here in Pachinki laying down second story, just waiting for an opportunity to embarrass somebody. Really nicely done. We did see that in North America. Shout out to Cleric Dragoon getting that Pachinki crossbow kill as well. Maybe we'll see a repeat of that here in the Global Final.
I do remember that by Cleric Dragoon there with Winsanity. I believe it was in LA Finals, and RRQ G9 just waiting. He sees that the player is nearby. More than likely, he's actually not switching around, which is interesting. He wants to be able to get an angle up at the stairs. He sees one. He's going to be able to go ahead and finish him there. Cabrera is starting to back up, gives his back to him. He wasn't able to go ahead and get all the shots that he wanted, but he needs to be careful because RRQ G9 does have an AKM waiting patiently, and Cabrera deciding not to heal up, deciding to see if RRQ is going to push as Baraka now goes down for BRK.
There he comes. He hears the bandage. He goes to push, and that Uzi is going to be trouble.
Is he going to be able to go ahead and get this clutch for here?
RRQ tries to get out the window, and he can't do it. Cabrera's going to get the finish on him. Nice job to BRK.
Huge plays here, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, RRQ Athena is currently in first place. If for some reason BRK is able to go and clear them out, it is going to be interesting to see.
Zod goes down. That is huge from D2E. Right now, RRQ is living a little bit of a nightmare, getting pressure early in their preferred drop location, and they are a man down already. This is not what they were hoping for. Oh, Fusi unable to get inside the door. He's going to get knocked from behind. Kavera, though, going to try to come to his rescue. D2E on the rooftops right now, bearing down, trying to get the finish. Clips Baraka on the ankles. Baraka able to get the safety for short. Isong pushing across the street. Baraka and crew are in trouble, but again, how much damage can they inflict before they go out is the question.
And RRQ2E pretty much imaging their Diablo, and he gets shot. That is it for BRK, so it seems like it didn't plan out right, but they were able at least to give some hurt RRQ in a way because they took one of their players, and now RRQ is going to be in a huge disadvantage with just 3 players for the rest of the match. Luckily for them, they were able to go ahead and add 4 kills.
That's right. G9 has been one of the top shots of the tournament so far. Remember his Mini 14 action yesterday. He was unbelievable with the weapon, and he has gone out for his team, so they are rocking only 3 people right now for the remainder of the game. They did end up coming out of that Pachinki engagement victorious, but that is not how they wanted to start this game 10, where they are trying to hold on to that top spot, and it looks like some of the other teams are not going to let them.
It is, and I'm actually wondering what kind of play style here Arab Madness is going to go with, because they did start the day on place 17th, and they're playing very cautious. So are they going to go ahead and just stick to that gameplay, or do they want to go ahead and push the action a little bit more? They want to get a little bit more aggressive, get the kills, or what are they trying to do here? As we do see Full Sand passing by them earlier, and CPT early rotations from military base, getting all the cars, all the vehicles, but they've got to watch out because Cloud9 is up on that hill, and they might start getting some shots rained down on them.
Cloud9 approaching while they're split up. CPT has been divided 2 and 2. Looks like they are starting to group up right now, aware that they are being looked at. Han and 762 joining up with their teammates, but impressive rotation right now from CPT. Again, they looted up Military Island, but look at how far north they are. They're actually one of the northernmost teams right now, and they already looted down south.
Yep, they definitely have early rotations, as we were talking about it earlier, as we see Gainstars Fyra in the backseat saying, hey, Angry, make sure I don't get shot. Start juking around a little bit. 6-act for me. Gainstars making sure they're trying to get some good rotations here. And Hero, one of the consistent teams there from day one. More than likely, they want to go ahead and continue getting consistency here. We haven't been able to see that today. Trying to figure out what they do here with the cars. Who's going to go first? There you go. They finally decide who's going to go ahead and go first. Gentlemen's agreement pretty much there.
Doc, you troll. When you watch this back, I just want you to know that you're a troll. Knocking your teammate out of the garage twice there while you're trying to get into there. That was pretty funny stuff. Now, the Hero's going to take position here in this compound. Good stuff. Really good compound to take. This is a very, very nice position to fight from. Lots of good sight lines in all areas here. So, Hero, again, not performing as they would like at the European Champions, but they also have had some really good performances as well. They've just been a little bit inconsistent this tournament.
They definitely have. In day 1, round actually number 2, they were able to secure their A4 spot, and then in round 8, they were able to go ahead and secure a 2nd spot. So they definitely got what it takes right trying to get in the top 4, but can they do it again? As we see Team Terror from India, we saw them starting to be a little bit more aggressive. Can they go ahead and continue that aggressiveness, or maybe when they shoot somebody down, they're still going to be passive? I want to go ahead and see them push a little bit more. Tell the other teams, namaste, we're coming for you. Watch out, because we definitely want to go ahead and make a name for ourselves.
I really like how Team CPT is holding this compound here. Lots of good angles being worked, lots of different locations in the buildings. If anybody was to come through here, they'd have a really good line of sight on pretty much any angle. So I like the way they're playing this. Evo's Bull Shark off on his own right now. He's chilling, man. I wonder if he's taking a little bathroom break.
He might be waiting. You know, he might be waiting for our squad to come nearby. That way he can go ahead and just clear him out as he did with BRK earlier. And look at this zone here. Great zone for RRQ, as they are literally smack down the middle in Pachinki after they were able to go ahead and clear out BRK. And this, the gross that I know you love, PB, and also a ghillie suit in case for some reason the final circle is out in the open.
That's right. You can see Cloud9 has wonderful position yet again this game. We'll see if they actually do something with it this time around. They still have not yet cracked the top 10 in any game so far this tournament. Really looking at them to try to do a little bit stronger performance moving forward in this tournament.
And we see Galaxy just waiting patiently. They're seeing the Japanese team pass by. He has to watch out. You don't want to go ahead and run over your teammate. Trust me, it has happened to me a couple times, and it's not fun whatsoever. They do have a level 3 backpack and a bunch of loot. Now, interesting stuff that I actually been seeing by the Chinese teams, as I mentioned earlier in the day, is they do run that strategy where they carry a lot of grenades, and then instead of doing a smoke wall, they had to go ahead and do an explosive wall. Telling teams, hey, you do not want to get close to us, because if you do, guess what? There's going to be grenades just raining down on you, and more than likely, you can't get knocked down from them.
I'm impressed with a lot of the Chinese teams and the Thai teams, the fact that they have so many frag grenades on each player, yet they still have all of that ammunition to be able to spray down the vehicles that drive by. Really, really efficient at looting and keeping a really nice loadout that can put a lot of offensive pressure on people as they push their positions. Now, BTR heading through the fields here up the Pachinki Hills, through Cloud, through CPT, some off-roading here in a sedan that not always recommended, some bullets pinging off the back there, Rolex firing shots over into Natick, and they will escape safely for now, grab some cover on the ridge and focus their attention towards Cloud9.
Cloud9 led by Rolex, more than likely trying to make a name here, as they haven't had the best showing yet, and CPT still controlling that area that they actually controlled in the previous game. It worked for them. Luckily, they are also inside the zone, but are they going to go ahead and try to challenge maybe RRQ in Pochinki, as we're seeing BTR decided to go ahead and jump onto the cars, and they might actually try to engage here against Cloud9, as Cloud9 is taking out some of the tires of their vehicles.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of a difficult spot right now. They are getting shot from 2 angles right now, trying to protect their cars, and I don't know if they're going to get flushed out of that position or just continue to move down the hill. And we take a look now at LHW, and they are looking off in the distance at an Illuminate squad bearing down upon them.
And LHW had actually was very hurt there in the last round, but nonetheless, they were still able to secure a high place on that game number 9.
I like how they set the gas can out behind the car here.
Just in case. They don't want to go ahead and keep all that stuff in their backpack, which is actually a very, very smart play. Super awareness there by them, as they do like to go ahead and carry a lot of smokes and also a lot of grenades. Well, look at it, and GT, he's going to go ahead and start shooting. GTW gets that knocks, as Exclusive gets a little bit too comfortable, and more than likely, he's going to go ahead and try to get this finish. Is he going to go ahead and be able to do it, as now Pulsen is hurt by 1, and look at the shots here by him. He barely misses Katarina, as she's 5 HP.
She with the long-range shots there, full auto with the M4. That was impressive stuff. Exclusive, she's dead. There's no getting her, and Chushu is going to make sure of that. Katarina Suki, very low health in that compound, and she is being descended upon right now by GTW. Ollie Pocket looking out the window, trying to, protect the squad a little bit, as you see Exclusive bow out of the competition at this point. Unfortunate loss there, but can't be caught out in the open like that by a squad like GTW.
An interesting place there also by GTW. Akan, as you mentioned, he did start rotating around. He's going to be able to get different angles on him. And look at this. Ollie Pocket is going to go ahead and start getting rushed. GT6 gun is going to get the shots right there, ladies and gentlemen. He more than likely is going to head upstairs. He has to watch out because Full Send is known for waiting around, but it doesn't matter. GT6 got just so much better. And look at that. GTW easy claps, baby, as they're able to go ahead and clear that compound, and Full Send gets eliminated.
Could try to full send there. Unfortunately, just getting caught, kind of spread apart and out of position there. GT takes full advantage, moves in, presses their advantage again in typical aggressive fashion, and they're trying to make a rebound statement after last game going out in 18th spot. Well, they've at least secured 18th spot here moving forward.
And in the kills as well, as they still have their full squad, and GT6 got with those great kills there. He was more than likely able to hear that player downstairs, took her out, went upstairs, took out the other player, as well as we see GG here switching cars. They might like that UAC. Actually, we got a chance to see one of the UACs, and oh my goodness, it is actually really cool. Great stuff there by him as well. GG decides to go ahead and shoot out the tires. They're saying, hey, we're not going to go ahead and use this car. That means nobody else is going to go ahead and use this car.
And I liked how they shot the correct tires out as well in a front-wheel drive vehicle. They got the front tire. Sometimes you see people shoot the back ones out, and you can still drag that thing along.
You can definitely, you're pretty much just going to be skidding around or just not going anywhere. And that's something that we saw on day one. A lot of the Chinese teams making sure that they had a couple players shooting the tires of the vehicles and then other players shooting at the actual people inside. And we saw a lot of people just spinning around. And look at this. RRQ Athena very close there to Hero as they're starting to push the action. RRQ Athena knows that they want to go ahead and, they get blessed by this circle here. But they have to be careful because they are in the bombing area.
The PUBG gods are on RRQ's side here. Again, they have not moved a single muscle from the beginning of this game. The zone keeps coming to them, so they are not going to have to move once again. They can continue to defend and try to hold their fortified position. Again, they are a man down, and there are a lot of angles that you can come in from in Pachinki, so it's not going to be an easy thing to do, but at the same time, they are blessed that they do not have to try to attack a compound, rather that somebody else is holding.
Yeah, Kalaris earlier said that we want to go ahead and get a final circle in military. Well, guess what? They have blessed RRQ, and we're going to get more than likely a final circle here in Pochinki as we see GTW now starting to push the action a little bit more. They see Wildcard nearby. Wildcard is going to go ahead and try to get behind those buildings. They do not want to get spotted. They know this team's got what it takes to go ahead and shoot them out. Even at that distance, Wildcard just pretty much getting by barely.
Got a little bit of luck there on their side. Wildcard able to sneak away. That's something that not a lot of teams have been able to do from GTW. Anybody that has been seen by GTW has been pretty much destroyed. This is a notable exception. We've got Tordia from Big Russian Bot pushing in against GTW from across the street. Grenades holding them back here, just falling a little bit short from connecting, but it's going to distract them long enough for them to potentially grab the car and get out of there.
And once again, if they let those grenades rain, it is not going to be just one, not two, not three, four, at least minimum. As we see GT Akan now starting to rotate around. He knows that if he gets an angle here on them, he's going to be able to destroy him. He hides behind that tire, and here comes the shot. The AKM with the 3-time. He's trying to knock out Tony. He does just that. Now there's one player left behind the vehicle, and the GT squad, GTW, is going to start getting the angles. Braxy just gets caught laying down, and that is safe for that Tortilla squad. Luckily for them, some of their players are still going to be alive, as one of them is in a vehicle more than likely running away.
Impressive stuff right there. That's just flat out getting outplayed. GTW grabbing the cars, knowing where their enemy's at, and they did not get out of there soon enough. They probably should have grabbed the bike a little bit sooner, grabbed that flanking position looking down the trench rather than at the hump that covered it, and they were able to get some shots down the channel to flush them out.
GTW started the day in 3rd spot. They more than likely want to go ahead and keep that and stay a little bit close there to CPT, and as you mentioned, Carnage goes down to a sniper rifle, and we saw them trying to engage earlier, and look at this. GG is going to go ahead and pass straight by a compound here. This Gainstar's going to go ahead and engage. They decide, you know what, let's go ahead and just do a warning shot. Are they going to be able to go ahead and knock somebody down? They're barely
they got them nice shots there from firing in with a scar. Sala in trouble in the middle of the road. It looks like they will be able to pick him up. Kuwait in trouble, trying to get some meds off here.
He's able to go ahead and finish off that player.
Angry's going to go ahead and try to get his shots here on the running player. Kuwait barely gets
passed by. Angry misses some shots there. If he was able to go and connect those, he would have been able to get an easy kill, as the other player would have been fully exposed.
Really nice job from Gangstars there, taking advantage of that opportunity. Anytime the Asian teams have had cars drive by their compounds, they have punished them. And right there, you're seeing the North American teams do exactly that. Gangstars taking down, looks like the GG Gamers as they throw by. Really tough break for them. But now, GG Gamers getting finished off, it looks like, by Korea Winter Chicken Dinner, and Gangstars looks on.
As mentioned there, Ever Fury making sure he shoots the tire out of that vehicle. He doesn't want KWC going anywhere, but they do have to be careful because the Galaxy team is coming up behind them, and Kuwait is still somewhere over there. Smart plays here by KWC. They decide to go ahead and throw some grenades. That way they can go ahead and move back and forth between those two buildings.
That's right. You're seeing them loot up here. A bunch of DPs in play right now. You've got Arab Madness here from Saudi Arabia holding the yellow compound here out in the field. Wow, we got some shots. GT Doyu again going to town, coming around the corner. Al-Alanzi is there. And Akan, oh wow, risky play, but he just drives right up, unopposed, gets out, and gets the kill.
And it's only just one player left here from Arab Madness. Here comes the shots, ladies and gentlemen. GT Ed doesn't realize where he's at.
This is a matter of time. He's going to go check that. It'll be just a second here.
Here we go. Here comes the action. He jumps. He sees them. He's going to go ahead and open up the door more than likely. GT Ed wants this kill. Is he going to go ahead and get him? Easy claps right there as GT Ed jumps. Huge awareness. Get that kill. And now I believe they have 8 kills. GT Doyu coming out hot.
They got 10 kills to their name right now. GT Doyu needed a big performance. And guess what, guys? 17 teams still on the board and already 10 kills up on the board in favor of GT Doyu. Coming out with a big performance so far. Wildcard now headed into Pachinki, trying to get a spot in the circle. So far, they've been on the outskirts, looting up first and from Morse, heading up the coast, taking some of those western towns. And look at this, immediately pop from Gangstars. Jukes goes down, immediately gets his car stuck on the trench. Not the best spot to stop there, but unfortunately he is instantly punished by Gangstars, who already had position.
Bad locks there by Hot Jukes as his whole team decides, you know what, let's go ahead and actually go church instead. That way we know Gangstars is there. Let's back up a little bit. And LHW LCD, the player with the most kills, 36 kills in this tournament, and very close by. Well, at least about almost 10 kills. Doyu Ace, LHW Ace with 27 kills. That is just unheard of, ladies and gentlemen. As we're seeing the Galaxy team, are they going to go ahead and meet the same fate that Hot Jukes met there? They're passing by Wildcard. They're also going to go ahead and pass here by RRQ. RRQ wants those kills, and we're seeing another team now start to pull up with LHW very close by.
Looks like Wildcard coming in. I'm not sure if that was a miscommunication or what, having their in-game leader off on a different subject there. Galaxy, though, pushing in. RRQ holding the city from the very start of the game, and they are not ready to give it up just yet. Song getting the 2 kills there. Dudu goes down, and unfortunately, Galaxy down a couple of members.
RRQ Senior, we've seen him do some great plays, and look at this. Look at the spread that RRQ currently has. They want to go ahead and get every single angle cover, at least from this side of the road of Pachinki. That smart plays by him. That way, in case for some reason one of those cars does pull up, they're going to be able to go ahead and get different angles. And here we go. RRQ wants more kills. They can spell it. They're going to go ahead and go inside this house. They clean it up, ladies and gentlemen. They're getting 1 kill. Another player gets knocked down, and that is it for Galaxy, as now RRQ is just racking up kills slowly but surely, and LHW is very close by as well.
C9 Kodo getting knocked with the headshot there. GT Doyu, it looks like, may have wiped Team Japan off the board. 2 squads went down. Couldn't tell who the other was from the kill feed. Kodo getting picked back up here by Rolex. Cloud9 in trouble. They've had good position this whole time, but they've been getting knocked kind of over and over right now, getting pressure from a bunch of other teams.
They are able to go ahead and pick up Kodo there as he's just trying to go ahead and throw some grenades. They have to watch out, though. KWCD starting to sneak around. They might get an angle here on Rolex and Kodo, as they do get an angle, but luckily Rolex is able to go ahead and clutch that kill right there. KWCD is going to go ahead and continue to push as one of the players from KWCD.
Oh no, grenade right on top of him.
Scotto actually almost about to go ahead and finish. Rule is just going for it. He doesn't want his teammate to go down. He's gonna go ahead and risky play here by him.
Revive.
As nobody from KWC is pushing at the moment, so that is gonna go ahead and work out for them. And look at this, we got LHW against GTW. Something I just love seeing. These teams are great, and I want to go ahead and continue to see that action from them.
Really interesting action all the way around. Terror Squad getting knocked there by Torty. C9 Sam getting another shot off on KWCD. KWCD loses June as well with a headshot. Korea in trouble, and it looks like they've got Long there still hanging by a thread.
And look at this, KWCD.
Oh my God, they're like holding hands.
They are right next to each other. Dude, there you go. There goes the finish. And what you gotta watch out. CPT is coming out from the bottom, and there is still one more player from KWCD. Cloud9 might go ahead and get sandwiched here. If CPT is able to go ahead and push this at the right time, they might go ahead and be able to just third party and get easy kills along the way.
Epic grenade right there from Justice, connecting with Carnage in a big way. Carnage down to about a quarter health. CPT watching the kill feed, making sure they take advantage of anything they see that looks like they could take a big time advantage on a third party engagement there.
And the zone has moved as we see RR